Hello, people. Welcome to the MeetMentor YouTube channel. This past week, I was hosting a private webinar for a group of 50 to 70 people from around the world. One of the guys there runs a chiropractic practice and makes about $5 million a year. He asked me, "John, tell me about sleep and how you view sleep, because this one professor who wrote this book says you need to sleep at least a minimum of 7 or 9 hours." I was very aware of this. If you want more of this content, like, comment, and subscribe to the MeetMentor YouTube channel and hit the notification bell. What makes a marriage successful? You know, he says, we believe that the fact that my wife and I have been able to have a successful marriage for 33 years is the reason why we never miss dinner at 6 o'clock every day. I got to tell you that my wife and I have one rule. We never miss dinner at 6 o'clock every day. My wife and my kids, up until they were 18 years old, were supposed to be together for dinner at 6. I said okay and asked him what he did for a living. I said, "Listen, here's a 200. Thank you very much. You're great. We still have 55 minutes. I added, I got what I wanted out of 5 minutes in the hour and just 5 minutes. You're great. Thank you very much. We get up and we go. My wife is perplexed, saying, I didn't even get a chance to ask any questions. I replied, "You're right, but let's see what explains my point why we don't have to talk to this guy." She asked, "Why?" I replied, "For starters, you and I are not school teachers. We don't get off at 3:30 every day and have the summer off. That's not the life we chose. We chose to be entrepreneurs. She marrying an artist to wed a pastor marrying someone with a different sort of schedule means that my wife will meet with the pastor's wife, a realtor, and they will have a meeting to discuss our relationship as we go through all these various individuals to see what kind of input we will get. Before you two start dating," she asks my wife, "are you ready to share your husband with the world?" She replies, "Excuse me, are you ready to share your husband with the world?" My wife replies, "I'm not sure. I don't want to share with anyone." He replies, "Well, let me explain to you what I mean by this. As you know, my husband is part of a church with 20,000 members, and there's a lot of people that want his time. If you're interested in the association between marriage and happiness, kindly like this video. Are you happy with it? Are you alright with managing the calendar whose birthday anniversary is being prepared for the vacation and the holidays? Your spouse is traveling in that area, and he will encounter individuals who want him to sit on boards hauled over here in that direction. They have that conversation and she comes back and she tells me about the conversation, right? She says, I want this. What was I saying? Okay. What do you think about everything that's going on? You need to put in this calendar because he's going to miss it and because he's got a lot on his mind that he's trying to come. Are you okay with this? Are you okay with that? Are you okay with him coming home late at night at 11? This makes sense, I remarked. What do you think about what you said, since that's kind of who I am and what I'm going to be doing? And the wife was also a realtor, so it wasn't like she was a stay-at-home mom. She had her own career just like my wife has her own career now that we work together. She's a VP. She does things for herself with the company. Where am I going with this? Well, a writer of a book claims that we function better if we get 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. Which may be true if you're a school teacher who works a set schedule, comes home, and writes books for a living while teaching a few hours a week. However, that schedule is not going to work for someone who has a startup and is trying to build a company that's trying to get off the ground. Hey, I just wanted to let you know that this author stated that you should get 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night to function properly. When asked why she wasn't getting that much rest, the mother responded, "How dare you tell me to sleep 7 to 9 hours when this baby has to wake up every couple hours and latches onto me and I have to pump and I have to do this. I can't sleep, so I wish I could sleep 7 to 9 hours, right? How could you say that to someone who is running for office, such as a candidate for president like Barack Obama, Donald Trump, or Hillary Clinton? Who is traveling non-stop for 18 months? Rattling cans, shaking hands, trembling. What can I do to get your support? What can I do to get your vote? Well, I don't like the direction your policy is going, because I believe you're going to eliminate employment in the steel industry." Once again, here we are. The same thing I've told folks in Pittsburgh 700 times, I've had to tell you again, and this is what I'm going to do. Please give me a chance, or my wife and I won't vote for you. Leave our home. Then, next time, let's try again. How would you let the candidate for senator, governor, or president know that they spend 7 to 9 hours a night campaigning? Is he correct or is he wrong? I didn't say he was mistaken. Because everyone who has ever accomplished anything significant in their lives has gone on many runs. For instance, consider Elon Musk, who has gone on more runs than anyone else and has compressed his time frame. It is phases of life. So what do I mean by phases of life, and what does this have to do with the word guilt? Are you interested in such in Elon Musk's life? Comment down below. Elon Musk, for instance, treats the average person as though his day is 3 days, his day is 1 day, and his treatment of the average person as though what a person accomplishes in a week. What he probably does in a day, what a person accomplishes in a month, he probably doesn't do in a week, possibly even fewer than a week, right? A year or two is like, dude, 2 weeks is what I need on what the average person. He is fleeing. Presidents often run for office. Trump has run on several occasions. Obama has run on several occasions. Whenever a community organizer stands for the Senate in its first and second terms, it runs, runs, runs. You continue by asking, where does the guilt fit in here? The sin is here. The world will see what you want to accomplish in life and say, wow, that's a very big, massive vision. And no matter what stage of life you're in, people who are here are encouraging you, oh, you can do it. I'm here to be a cheerleader. And then your pastor will say, hey, that's a little too much. Absolutely. Why is it too much? Or just because I passed you up. Guilt. No, no, no. Guilt killed guilt, right? Your body generates 70. You visit 100,000. This man begins by stating that money is all he cares about. As you advance, your earnings drop to 25% of what your body makes, which is $380. Your quarter is $380, alright. Oh, it's just all about the money, man. I'm just trying to be about that, right? You all of a sudden start building a following and you're like, hey, I was just creating content, all of a sudden you go over here. No, no, it's just too much. All you're trying to be is too famous. That's guilt, right? You don't care about family. Hey, you don't care about your kids. If you appreciate our content, subscribe to the MeetMentor YouTube channel. So one of the men on the same specific private webinar that I was doing monthly said, Patrick, I'm having a terrible time with life. I'm just not loving my life right now. I said, how's your marriage? He replied, it's not the greatest, but, you know, it's not that good. I said, is it awful? No, it's not that horrible, but it's not good either. I'm like in any phrase you want to characterize a marriage in interesting, whatever of the adjective you choose. But, because of the monotony of routine or repetition, marriage might sometimes lose its zest. How about the economy? It's going well. What makes you happy? How about money? I answered that I was physically in the greatest shape of my life. I asked him what he was trying to escape, and he kind of started talking and said, well, you know, I'm growing at a 30% rate, but there's a lot of people that are growing at 100% rate. He continued, I'm not a drinker, but the only time I've been happy lately is the fact that when I go away and I have a drink, I'm scared because drinking is making me happy. Why, friend? Are you allowing the outside world to make you feel guilty? I questioned him. You realize there are certain things you will never be able to accomplish, right? Why do you say that, exactly? He said, look, Trump won the election and knocked out Bloomberg, who never succeeded in becoming president but who developed a big media conglomerate that is now worth $70.1 billion. Bloomberg won the media game, and Elon Musk is winning the wealth game, but Trump only earned $25 billion from this game. That concludes today's video, then. Give this video a like, comment, and if you found it interesting, subscribe to our channel for more videos with similar themes. Till then, bye. I'll see you in the next video entitled, The Hidden Weapon of Next Level Entrepreneurs is Data Analysis Done Well.